Hello, my name is Catarina Reis. Let's start with the software tests. One of the basic principles, and that should always be present in your mind, is that testing can only reveal the presence of errors, of bugs, of defects. Testing cannot assure that there are no errors or defects or bugs. So please keep this in your mind and remember, testing can reveal the presence of errors, not their absence. It's wrong, completely wrong, to state something similar to I conduct all the tests so that I can show that there are no bugs in my software. This is wrong, okay? And have that in mind. You can only show the presence of errors, and this is directly related to the two goals that are the major goals of software tests. The first one is to actually do defect testing. When you are trying to achieve defect testing, the idea is to actually uncover situations in which the behavior of the software is incorrect, undesirable, and does not conform to the specification. So, if you look a little bit further and with detail, the idea is to actually attack the software product. So consider yourself a hacker and you are trying to put your system to the test, and you should try it to take it to the next level and ultimately remove all the available resources so that the system actually crashes. When you're trying to achieve the defect testing goal, the idea is to actually root out all the undesirable behavior that the system presents. The idea is to actually check if there is unwanted interactions with other systems, if there are computations that are presenting the wrong result, if the data is corrupted, if something inside the system does not work as expected. So when you are designing the test cases, the scenarios and expected results for the tests, the idea is to expose the defects of the system. Basically, these test cases should be obscure and do not need to reflect how the system will be used when used by normal people that actually have a deep understanding of the system and that will use it in the correct way as expected. The idea is to actually promote attacks to the software that you are trying to test. On the other hand, the second major goal for software tests is validation. And when trying to achieve this goal, the idea is to demonstrate both to the developer, to the testers, to the customer, that the software meets the requirements. So, if you're handling custom software, this means that the customer has provided you with a list of requirements, and at least on a one-per-one basis, for each requirement in the document list that you have, you should have at least one test to address and validate that that requirement actually is implemented and works as expected. If you're handling generic software that is being used by millions of users that have distinct interests but have one thing in common, that is the usage of your software tool, the idea is to group features and test individually each feature that the software has, and then integrate and make paths along the different features, grouping different features of the software so that you can try to incorporate all of the software features that you are trying to release to the end customers or to the end users. When doing validation testing, the idea for the test cases is to actually describe scenarios where the system must perform according to what is expected. So the idea is to be a reflection in each test case and all the test cases, be a reflection of the system's expected use.